That's hard with all the up and down. And
Yeah, that rifle rolling, that's a young man's game, isn't it?
Hello, Stuart here at HobbyKing.com, here to bring to you today a brand new release from Avios and from HobbyKing. It's something a little different for Avios, something that we've played at in the past, but from that experience we've learned a lot. We've been working with a lot of our team pilots that fly 3D. There's a little clue as we pull out to reveal the Avios Extra NG. This is a 1600mm span and it is plug and fly. Let's go through the specs quickly. That is the span. The motor is the next gen SK3 50-55 500 kV. That's running a 16.6 prop for a 6S setup. And the battery you want from this is anything from a 33 up to a 5000 6S. We found the Turnigy Bolt 4500 Bolt X to be the perfect battery for this model, but it will take a wide range of batteries. Servos, these are the new Turnigy TGY 30/7. 30 because they're 30 grams, 7 because they have 7 kilos of torque at that 7.4 voltage. And this is an important thing to note. With a 3D model, you want as much power as you can get to your servos, and the default setting on the BEC is 7.4 volts, and these servos are rated to 7.4 volts. Now, why am I focusing on servos? Well, on a model such as this, a fully 3D capable model, which is the Avios Extra NG, you really need servos that are high torque and have got lots of speed and accuracy. And with these Turnigy servos, you absolutely get that. And as I said, out the box it comes set up to run on those 7.4 voltage, and these are all fully rated, and with that you get the maximum of all those potentials that I mentioned. And just to finish it off, the speed controller is a Aerostar G2 80 amp in this one. And what I'll do now, I'll take the hatch off because it's a really nice big capacious hatch that gives you excellent access to both the battery placement and for installing the wings, and we'll talk a little bit more about how the model goes together and the innards of the airframe. All right, so just pulling back the sprung-loaded hatch at the front there, you'll see how easily it comes up. It's a little stiff, but it's got a nice good friction fit. There is the access for the optional pilot if you wish to install, and I'll put that down to the side and we'll get it up on its nose. Now, first of all, what you see here, this is the battery. This is the 4500 Bolt, which is really the Bolt X, really the sweet spot for this model. You'll see this is its approximate location for the CG, and speaking of CG, it's essentially on the leading edge of the spar. And the spar, important to note, this is woven carbon, really light and really strong. Got our receiver installed. Now this is a FR Sky receiver because we've been using and running this model on the Turnigy X14, and if you have a Turnigy X14 or any radio that operates the EPO system, you will be able to download the model memory that we have for this model, put it on your radio and go fly straight away with those settings. Now also, whilst I've got it up on its nose, you'll see these thumb screws here. These are machine screws and they go into wing nuts, if you like, or claw nuts underneath the plywood. And that's the wing joining system. Essentially, you just slide on the woven carbon spar and then you screw down with these thumb screws the metal tabs, retaining tabs for the wing, and then just connect your wires and you're ready to go. Also, those wires carry the current for the LEDs that are included. Very good for low light flying. They're bright enough to really give you a nice orientation, and they look very cool too. All right, so now I'm going to put the hatch back on, and you can see it just slides into the little groove there at the front, and then you put it down like so, push that backwards, and then pull the latch back, and there you go. Canopy is on, nice and firm and secure. Now I want to talk a little bit more about the assembly of the model out the box. First of all, the rudder is a glue-on scenario, but we do that to reduce the size of the box as much as possible. But it's just a little bit of glue and some screws underneath, and that's it. The tail plane has a spar, horizontal spar running through it, and then there's 4 screws to screw on each side of the horizontal stab, and those plastics there are reinforced, so the plastics are not going to twist when you're trying to tighten up the screws, as you may have seen on some other designs. This is a very good system and works extremely well. Now, a further measure that we've taken to reduce the shipping costs, and that reduces the cost to you, the customer. The motor is not pre-installed in the model, it's supplied in the box, and we've done that so we can get that box that much shorter. That being said, it's just 4 machine screws to install the motor, and you connect it to the ESC, check the direction of rotation with the prop off, of course, and hey presto, it's really like a 2-minute job, and it saves you guys a lot of money in the long run in terms of shipping. Also in the box you'll see the side force generators. You can fly with or without them. They are just nylon bolts on each side force generator to attach, like a 1 minute job if that. But in talking to 3D pilots, and especially Andries behind the camera who's flown the Extra extensively, you prefer it with them on, right?
So it flies fine without, way better with.
There we go, straight from the horse's mouth. And I say that because whilst I'm a experienced pilot, I'm not a particularly good 3D pilot, so I entrust it to pilots like Andries here and many other of our Turnigy team pilots who are extraordinary 3D pilots, as you'll see from the video, which we'll get to of it flying in just a minute. Whilst we're on the wing and all the surfaces actually, you'll notice that there are nylon plastic hinges all the way throughout, complemented by a foam hinge as well on all control surfaces. And then whilst we're on the subject of wing, the only other thing to note is that we do supply what we call, or what the industry terms, dog teeth or turbulators, I believe is the official aerodynamic term for them. Now these are going to be installed on the leading edge. They are optional. It's really down to pilot's preference. They give a little more stability in certain maneuvers. Those are supplied in the box, and you'll just need to get an X-Acto knife just to cut through the sticker here, just to reveal that slot, and then you can just glue them in there on the leading edge. And whilst I'm talking about stickers, just in generally, if we pull out, we'll see that it's a combination of paint and very thick, high quality sticker finish, then on white foam. And the white foam's done primarily just to save weight, because we want the best performance power to weight ratio we can get for you guys out of the box. That's exactly what you want with a 3D model. And let's just look at the size of those surfaces. You can see that they've got extreme movement, and again, all controlled by those new Turnigy high voltage servos. Now in terms of maneuverability, yes, very maneuverable. That being said, it's actually an excellent sports car aerobatic model if you're just an average pilot like myself, or you're looking to hone your 3D skills and really get into 3D flying, or if, like Andries and many other of our team pilots, you're actually a really hardcore 3D guy and you're looking for the best bang for buck in terms of 3D performance from a foamy. Now that being said, Andries, in terms of performance and its ability, because he knows the correct terminology, tell me about what it can do and how well it can do it. Tell the guys a little bit about how it performs in terms of 3D, please.
Yeah, as far as 3D, a couple of the things I'm very excited about. Obviously the precision on the servos, the torque on the servos, the speed on the servos are just bang on, exactly what you want on a 3D model. Another thing, it's really stable in Harrier, you know, beyond stall flying. Planes tend to get a bit unstable, get a bit of ring rock. This plane seems to be stable in pretty much any condition. We haven't even tried the dog teeth.
You haven't yet.
Yeah.
We've had reports from our other team pilots. They have used them. They've been very, very pleased. But Andries was so happy.
At a certain angle,
yes,
the dog teeth
exactly.
will have a slight advantage even.
Exactly.
So there's only potential to gain. Knife edge, it is incredibly stable. There's situations, for example, you're doing a knife edge loop. The turbine, that's all right.
We'll just talk up.
You're doing a knife edge loop, and you come out of your loop and you just fully push it. Because maybe you're a little bit close to the ground, you want to get it away, you fully push it, it does not snap out of it. It is insanely stable. Like I said, in Harrier flight, both upright and inverted. Normally inverted is the stable one, upright is slightly unstable. None of that on the Extra.
So it likes it anyway.
Yeah, and then the tumble rate.
Right.
That's the truly crazy part. I've flown many 3D planes, and this is the one that it truly set apart from other planes. Say a pop top, you know, you go up, you roll, you transition into a yaw motion. It'll do three spins.
Okay, nice.
3.5 if you're lucky. That is an insane amount, especially for a plane this small, because it doesn't have too much mass, obviously.
So there it is, right from the horse's mouth. I could have said that, but then it wouldn't have been a true statement, because I can't fly those maneuvers myself, but if I were to learn to fly those maneuvers, this would be the model that I would be doing it with, and I think that's something actually we can get onto later on in my career and start making a 3D pilot out of myself.
As a 3D pilot, I was truly blown away, super excited. I hope you guys are going to like it as much.
I think they absolutely will. All right.
Awesome.
Okay, so there we go. Thank you, Andries. Back behind the camera now. Now, it's also important to note the reason that he came in here to talk about those maneuvers because he is a 3D pilot, as I've said. And for the next stage of this video, of course, it's the official video, so we're going to be giving it a flight demonstration. I myself will not be there flying, it will be Andres or our other team pilot flying. Either way, they're going to really capture the prowess of this model as a 3D model and as a sports aerobatic model. So I'm going to now hand over to those guys for the flying section of the Avios Extra NG.
All right guys, so we're at the field. It's just me, camera guy, and my friend Dirk over there. Turnigy team pilot, heck of a pilot. Some of you might know. We have the beautiful Extra NG right here. Dirk is going to show us how it's done. Dirk, anything you want to add?
Nope.
Fantastic. He's a flying man. Let's get straight into it.
Yep.
We're using a Bolt 6S, Bolt X of course, I'm sorry, Bolt X 6S 4,500. Seems to be a brilliant match with this plane, so check that out as well.
Yep.
All right, bring it on.
All right, I'll say a little thing. We'll start with the medium rates.
Oh yeah,
and then
show
these are the medium rates we have. We also have low rates, which are really for basic pattern and nice flying when you get used to an aerobatic plane, especially.
like the first one after your trainer.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
So
Nice.
this is a perfect second model if you're really done with your training plane. Switch to this if you've mastered the Tundra. Go for this one.
Nice.
But this plane can do a lot more than just basic aerobatics. These are the medium rates, which are for all pattern aerobatic, already a little bit of 3D flying. And these are the, for me, insane rates. But we'll enjoy them both. Yeah, so let's do it.
All right. Of course, the rates will be available on your transmitter if you got one on the X14. So you can just download the file, plug it in and get going. All right.
Yep.
Let's see how he does.
Start with a nice slow roll to invert it.
Nice.
And then we'll show the power.
Jeez, that's a
pretty
rocket
much
ship,
insane.
isn't it? More than you need, really, but that's good.
A little moment for the high rates. We'll do a nice blender. And hopefully we can show how beautiful this plane is in the flat spin. Just put a little bit of power on.
Very nice. It just stays there, doesn't it?
It does. Whoop,
My God.
and there we'll get it out. Nice harrier rolls. That way
Rolls nice and actual.
you keep the nose high and the roll speed will not increase too much, which I like.
Beautiful.
You can do a little bit faster rolling, but I'm not. That's hard with all the up and down and.
Yeah, that rifle rolling, that's a young man's game, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I'm 36, you are 40 years.
Ancient.
We are too old for that stuff, but
Exactly.
well,
We just need bigger, more expensive plane to impress the kids.
yeah, exactly. But this is the plane you can use then to learn everything and to, well, try to follow the young kids a little bit.
Honestly, it feels like a plane that's bigger.
It does, yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing in the knife edge. The right rudder knife edge has hardly any so-called couplings, so I just give power and a little bit of rudder and
It doesn't roll out of it, it doesn't elevate out of it. It just keeps going straight and level.
yeah.
Very nice.
The left rudder is almost as good. It needs a little mixing, pulling up. So I have to pull a little bit up elevator, but it's marginal.
Awesome.
So this plane is not only good in these fast 3D-like maneuvers, which I'm not that good in, but the plane is pretty good in it.
That tumble rate is crazy, right?
Yep.
Yeah. There we go, nice bit of hovering.
We'll do some high alpha flying. That's one of the best things of this plane. It does it inverted, really good.
That Harrier flight is amazing.
Harrier flight, yeah.
Yeah. Looks so calm.
It is. push it over and in normal flight. And it does it just as good.
Yeah, a lot of planes will start wing rocking when you get an upright area, but
And
this one
if
just...
I want wing rock, I can fake it, but
yeah,
I don't want wing rock, and I don't have it.
beautiful.
And of
Into
course,
a
it
hover.
can hover and
Yeah,
torque. And
lovely. Look at that. Gorgeous. Showing off the scheme right there.
There was a time when if you wanted to do something like this, you need to buy a 5,000 euro plane and have a special engine and everything, and now...
And all this is out of the box,
It's out
standard
of the
servos, standard motor, standard ESC, no gyro, everything as is.
So much power. And,
Comes with a rocket ship included.
and as we were already talking about the good knife edge capabilities, it's also important these servos are both fast, which is important, and they are very precise. So you can really do some nice precision aerobatics, F3A style maneuvers, slow rolls, 8-point rolls.
Nice and pretty.
Of course, also all kind of loop maneuvers. We'll do a nice Cuban 8 with full rolls.
We're getting fancy with the integration. Ah,
No,
just
no,
keeping
no,
it on the
no,
line.
this is,
Keep it on the line, yeah. Invert it into that loop.
But yeah, if you want something integrated, I'll do a nice one.
You know I do.
Rolling 8. With,
Rolling 8, getting fancy.
yeah, with,
I like it.
We'll try with 4 rolls. So, hard maneuver. Gotta focus. Okay, here we start.
Right,
This
going
is the
up.
First
We
roll.
zoom
on
out
the
to
top.
show you guys.
Now we're going for the second roll. Need to go straight
The
down.
roll has to go through the
almost in front.
transition.
Second roll.
Beautiful.
Third roll. Yeah, we gotta be normal
That's
flight again.
artwork, yeah.
Fourth roll. Don't screw it up with the rudder. Yep. Well,
Nice.
pretty good.
That's a rolling 8.
So yeah.
Can you believe it?
You
I
need
believe
to
that
have the
was one
plane.
of the figures in the last finale program for the F3A.
Yeah, I think that was with 2 rolls, but it's the same idea.
Very nice, beautiful.
Nice square in knife edge. You can see it can also do knife edge with a high angle of attack and still be very accurate and not be scary or something.
It just doesn't really bite, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Everything happens soft and gently. I remember flying it, I felt so confident doing silly things.
Yeah.
Timer 1 reset.
Is that the timer to land, Andrew?
It is, unfortunately. Well, you got another minute easily. But
Okay. I don't want to stop.
nice 8-point roll. It's too much fun, isn't it?
It is. One more 1 roll, 1 circle. And then we'll
Right,
bring
large
it home
circle,
safe because yeah.
quarter, up to half, boom, locked in. Last quarter, push and rudder. And coming back to level.
And we're
Beautiful. Thank you for that. All right, I think it's time to bring her in.
done. Yeah, I'll wave goodbye to the massive crowds here.
Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, so many people.
It's bizarre because beautiful weather in the Netherlands, and we don't have that often in the Netherlands.
Oh, well, you can't feel in the video is that it's 30 degrees.
Yeah.
And for us Dutchies, that's a lot of degrees.
It's probably too hot. People are at the beach,
Yeah,
so we have got a sort of a private model flying field.
exactly. Beautiful landing, thank you.
Taxi it back home. And always use your throttle cut when you are
Throttle cut.
near people.
Throttle cuts on, beautiful.
Yep.
Deck, much appreciated, beautiful flight.
Thanks.
As you guys understand, this is now available at hobbyking.com. Check it out. Like I said, the battery we tried as the nicest was the 6S Bolt X 4,500 milliamps. So give that a go as well. And really, if you just want to get into 3D and you don't want to spend a ton of money, but you want to get something that's just really good out of the box, We learned from our previous mistakes. We put proper servos in, we put a proper motor in, lots of power. This is the one, guys.
Yeah. This one will not be available because I will keep it.
Fair enough, fair enough. All right, that's it then. Bye, Dirk. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.
See you guys next time.